Hi everyone! Thank you for tuning in to my video. This is going to be a how-to with making a packing tape ghost. And I will be using my son to make the ghost. And what we're going to need is this is not packing tape. What we're going to need is Saran wrap or plastic wrap. Then we're going to need lots of packing tape, more packing tapes.
And knots, and knots, and knots.
The more packing tape, the stronger the ghost is going to be. And it's also what gives the ghost its shape. And then we're going to need scissors. If you're using a person, dull scissors are better, less chance of cutting the person. We made an arm to speed things up. But what we're going to do is make a ghost that's going to be hanging up from the tree. So it'll have two arms, and then we're going to do a chest, and then the back some, and then if I can get it to work, I'm honestly not entirely sure if I can or not. I'm going to do a little bit of his face just to kind of give the shape of the face, which will be cool if I can get it to work. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with his chest and his back. And since the ghost is going to be hanging up like this, he's going to have his arms up like this while I tape.
The whole time, your time.
So arms up?
No.
Yes. You know what? I think we're going to do half of it first, and then the other half to make it a little easier for you. So you can put this arm down and just keep this one up. Keep okay?
Okie dokie.
Right now I'm just covering his body where I'm going to be taping. You only need one layer of Saran wrap. It doesn't need to be pretty or anything, just to cover him.
Whole body. No. Don't do the whole body in one go.
No.
It could get stuck on you.
We do sections. Sections makes it a little easier for the person to handle.
Not harder.
There we go.
If you want it to be harder, do it, then you don't make sense.
Alright. Since I'm only going to do half of his chest and back first and one arm, that's about as far as I'm going to go. A little bit more.
A little bit more. Not. You just lied.
So, just like that, it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty, just as long as it's covering him. There we go.
Only the tape. Yeah. Probably needs your own.
So what we do, take small pieces of tape. It makes it easier to work with. Longer piece of tape for like this area will be okay, but I like doing small pieces for like the shoulder area and the armpit area. Just easier control. Your armpit. Ah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape him and tape him and tape him and tape him.
Until everywhere's taped.
Until everywhere's taped.
There's a few layers.
Yeah. You do a few layers, and then once it's strong enough, you can cut it off, and then do even more tape if you want, or you can just keep on taping until it's as strong as you want it.
But try your best to not get it too tight, or else it'll be very hard to cut.
Yes. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of space between the skin and the Saran wrap. Because if you don't, it's nearly impossible to cut off. And that's when you accidentally cut people.
Only time when you cut them.
So I've learned. I accidentally got really close to cutting him my first go at these ghosts. So that was that wasn't a fun time for either of us.
No. No one did. Why do you have to even tell them that?
I don't know. Because Do not tape the faces. Don't do a head. Use a mannequin or something like that. Not an actual person. There is a chance of suffocation, and it is not a good idea. I have to say that.
Or else you'll probably die.
Yes, you could die. So if you're gonna do a face for these ghosts, please use a mannequin head or something of that sort. Now I'm going to pause this, and we will be back.
And if you want, you can even do a skeleton head.
Oh yeah,
Halloween decoration.
you can even do a skeleton head. Tape a skeleton head. That would work too, huh? Okay, so now we have all of this taped, and we have half of the back taped. I didn't want to tape the entire chest and everything like I originally was going to do, so that he didn't have to hold up both arms like he currently is. Figure that's going to be a little exhausting to do. So this way it's faster. If you do the entire chest and back and both arms, this would be the time where you cut the seam. So you take the scissors and then you just slowly and carefully cut up and up and up and up, all the way up until you're able to separate it. And then you just slide it off. Like so. Okay.
Why do you always say like so?
Because I want to. Okay.
I'm getting out of here.
I didn't tape the entire bottom. I have some saran wrap here that isn't taped. It's to kind of give it more of an eerie look when the wind hits it. So extra saran wrap that you don't tape is perfectly fine. So we got
like an earwig? A more eerie look?
No, not more like an earring look. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to attach arm to the chest that I have. When I make body parts and tape up the seam, I leave part of the seam untaped and separated. I do that because it makes it easier to combine the pieces.
Of course.
Because if this was too tight and this one was fatter, I'd be able to stuff the arm or the shoulder into the arm. Or if this was wider, this one is skinnier, then I'm able to just stuff it like this. This is why I had him hold up his arm so that the shoulder was in the right position when I put the arm in. Because now it's going to look like he's holding his arm up. And the body actually is in the position, the correct position. So when you make these ghosts, you gotta think about the position that you want your ghost to be. So when you're doing the taping on the body parts, you need to know how you're gonna have the shoulder and the arms. Just a little thinking. Yeah.
It's a lot of work to do a video anyway.
Sometimes. More hands makes this part easier if your hands cooperate with you. Okay, and so you just take the tape and where they connect, just stick the tape and then there you go. It's stuck.
Oh, is it going to be hanging like that?
Oh yeah, there you go. He just hangs from the arm like that. Just like that. But I'm going to be taping around the entire arm. It'll keep it, but you're probably going to want to do a couple of layers just to give it extra strength. Tape a little bit further up the arm, all the way around the shoulder, maybe down here a little bit, just to make sure it stays put. Yeah. And now I'm going to do the other side of his chest. And the other arm will come a little bit later. I probably won't do the other arm in the video. But I will do the chest, and we're going to attempt the face the small part of the face. Which is gonna be cool, I think. Alright, we're gonna switch sides.
No.
Alright, so pieces at a time with the saran wrap. Just like so, I said it. Just like so. Nope.
No.
Video's still going.
Not okay. That was much. Did you just barely say just like so?
I did. Remember, mannequins don't move. Think like a statue.
Bruh.
Is need to be reminded to hold still. Because the more they move around, the more the saran wrap moves, and it can alter the shape of the ghost. So the more still kids can be, or the person can be, the better. There we go. Now I'm going to attempt that face piece that I was talking about. Just see how that works. In fact, I'm going to use some small tape for that area, just to kind of tape it by his ear to keep the saran wrap in place.
You're tipping my mouth.
Can you just hold head straight like that? Perfect. Keep your mouth shut. You don't get to talk anymore. I'll tape this part real fast so that you can move your mouth and stuff.
I want to talk.
And I'm taping his ear just for the piece to stay put.
You do not tape my nose.
I'm not going to tape your nose. I'm not going to put it anywhere near your nose. I'm not putting it on his nose because I want him to breathe.
And I usually breathe through my nose, so.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
Oh, this is going to be cool.
I'll shut up.
This is going to be fun, I think. Okay.
Fine, I'll shut up.
I'm going to tape his mouth area first, just so that he's able to talk.
Of course. I'm still like talking, just bouncing on my mouth.
We're going to do skinny pieces. What's up?
No.
Hold still.
Horrible feeling.
I'm doing skinny pieces, so I cut the tape in half.
It sounds like dog droppings.
You're a dog dropping. Hold still. Ah, take your mouth shut.
Oh, come on, don't do worse.
My packing tape is really wide, and so with smaller areas, I cut it in half to give me skinny, long pieces.
Of course.
Except, this tape just does not want to cooperate, though.
That's broken again. I was about to say, we
This
were
is gonna be
smaller. Oh, yeah. Put it down.
Oh, you're moving too much.
I thought that
You're
was
moving too much. Oh, you know what? I guess I'm cutting that tape right there. It's kind of stuck. Tape is sticky. It doesn't cooperate with you sometimes. Okay.
This takes very, very sticky.
For the hard places, fold the tape in half. Makes it easier.
I'm just scared.
Like the neck area and the face. There you go.
How do I look? Horrible? I really look horrible.
You don't look horrible. Hey, come here. What are you doing? Kids don't like holding still. Right, you're ruining it. Okay. Arm up. Thank you. Oh, damn it. Seriously. This side is proving more difficult. Okay. So I have this piece. And I have this piece. I took it off of my son, and I have part of the face that I taped on his face, which he wouldn't hold still, but for a child not holding still, it actually, I think, turned out pretty good. But yeah, if you need to, for areas like this, you can cut it and reshape it. If you need to, tape on the inside, on the outside, whatever you need to do to get the shape that you're wanting. But there's my torso with part of the face on. Hopefully, once I get it all done, it looks pretty awesome. Then this is my arm. I'm gonna tape it all together, piece it together, tape it, and you will have your ghost. So I'm going to tape this together, and I will be back with you guys momentarily. Okay, so I have the torso taped together, which looks awesome, I think. And then I left some saran wrap undone on the bottom right here. Well, untaped, I should say. And then right here, I think I can make it creepier. I'm going to be adding some saran wrap. You can use double-sided tape for this part if you want to add a little extra creepiness to it. Like that. We're going to add some saran wrap that isn't taped at all. Give it a little extra something to blow in the wind and whatnot. But there is my ghost. I just need to add another arm to it and it will be complete. So I hope this video helps you guys. And any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. Yeah, anyway, thank you.